Right then. So where were we? Right, okay, you've got a target, and you've got a target over too. Yes, that Italian howitzer on the other end of the map, and we've got my FO, who is putting fire on these Italian forces here. Maybe just a little less far forward there. Oh yes, if I let him expend all of his ammo, we're spending 4 rounds every call that a little less than 4 volleys per minute. So a bit under 16 rounds a minute. So that'll go for at least another 3 minutes. Almost another 4 minutes. I might want to use that artillery for something else later, but maybe we'll get resupply between missions. Another 2 minutes, I think, until this group is... this platoon is as far forward as I want them. But then I think... when I'm confident I have enough infantry in position, I will want to do an all-out attack, everyone going in. Oh yes, and you I hadn't given any orders to. I think that clump of trees there is the last bit of good cover. Okay, I'll let these guys go forward for a turn, and then I'll order these 2 platoons to just advance over the open ground straight towards that position there. There to provide a bit more support to the infantry. Yes, we'll get everyone going forward before too long. Let's get another turn in. Oh yes, and I want to see how this is going over here. I haven't heard much from this gun over here. There's a couple of shells in there. Maybe we've taken it out? But, ceasing firing would be a risk. If it's not taken out, it might get a lucky shot off and take out one of my guns. Yeah, okay, that's fairly satisfying. I want to see some more rounds hit right inside that area there. How much more ammo do these guns have? Oh, that is actually out of HE. Okay, I've had that gun expend all of its HE. Well, yeah, it's obviously going to be ceasing fire. I may want that one to cease fire as well. Okay, but as far as forward movement is concerned... Oh, did I switch those guys to a run movement? To running? Or, no, they're still walking. You get a little bit of shooting in. Okay. I think what I really want you... Okay, before I forget about it, you cancel target. You 6 HE rounds left. Cancel target. I really hope I did take out that Italian gun over there. Okay, and you. I want you to shift your fire back a little ways. Just let's go right on that TRP. And we'll shift the fire back a little ways. Let's see, advance order we've seen does cause a fair amount of exhaustion. So we want a move order as far forward as possible, or as reasonable. This Bren take a position at those scattered trees there. Have this tank move forward a little bit. This carrier move forward. Scout car move forward. Be safe to move at least that far forward, and that'll make room for some more carriers to move up. You're actually able to spot a reasonably good target from there. is 1, 2. Oh. Okay. So tired now. Okay. Move over there just so you're not crowding in with the other squad. So we'll gain our foothold into the fort here. Get along. Okay, 1 minute to adjust fire. And you guys have a bit of a distance to walk. 170 meters. That'll also give these guys time to rest, since I tired them out by giving them an advance order. You've taken a casualty. You haven't taken any casualties. You've taken a casualty. You're at full strength. You're at full strength. You've taken a casualty. We're doing. Alright, let's. To join your platoon. Right, get a little bit closer to it. Okay. And next turn. Nope.
Come on, lads.
Very clear. Slow. We're not in a rush just yet, since we're waiting on their artillery to shift, and we're waiting on these guys to move forward. Oh, I didn't give the company commander an order.
Come on, lads. Save your ammo.
Watch this advance. Oh, you guys are taking casualties. To be expected, I suppose. Oh, I thought I'd given you a run order. Is it because your weapon is too heavy? It's just a Bren. I mean, that is fairly heavy, but... There's two of you.
You see? Come on, lads. Save your ammo. Save your ammo. Let's go.
I should order them to speed up any. Have we taken any casualties? As you know, this these two platoons, have they taken any casualties yet? It didn't look like it. I think we're fine so far. Didn't even see any fire come their way. We can probably continue walking forward for another turn. Alright, these guys are still tired. Ah, these guys are firing. What else do we have actually doing any shooting here? I hear shooting. You're shooting. Someone over here is shooting.
Okay, Sergeant.
Okay, a few rounds at the end of the turn. $170 meters to go last turn, meaning you have covered about 65 meters. That's a decent pace for a walk. Alright, so probably continue. Yeah, click through a couple more turns. Once they're up to about this line here, then everyone to the right of the road. I'll have all the infantry push in. Try to have the tanks follow as close as I dare, but I am mindful that the briefing did warn of anti-tank mines in the vicinity of the fort. I just don't know how close to the fort are those mines. But not providing the infantry with close tank support means that they have to take more of the burden themselves, and that means more casualties. So I want the tanks to be providing as much support as I possibly can have them provide. Okay, so next turn. Okay, if I give it what, 2 more turns for these people, these guys here to get into position, that means we'll be on turn 15 by the time I actually start the attack into the fort, so we'll have 15 minutes to actually take the fort if I want to be pushing beyond the fort by battle 2 and 3. Yep, and the artillery is now landing back there. So this would be a good time, while the artillery is landing back there. Oh! We just demolished some buildings there. Was that the first time I've seen buildings demolished in CM1? Maybe I did a few years ago and just forgot about it. Okay. These guys are actually just about in position. So mean, they're not all the way in position just yet, but close enough. Let's advance. That's the order we want now. Moving through the barbed wire is, of course, going to be slow and arduous. The alternative is to advance on a very narrow frontage. Can I work my way all the way? It's just trying to take more of a flanking route will take more time. Oh, right, and the command group. Let's get you up there, and maybe have you follow into the attack. And you guys push forward. Maybe not that far to start. Get as far as the hedge to start out, and then we'll push you further. And hopefully you can identify the location of anti-tank mines. Okay, you guys are still tiring. And assault squad. Okay, so you managed to cover like 60 to 70 meters in the previous. Okay. So then what I want these guys to do, get to what will be roughly online with where you will be at the beginning of next turn. Give you guys another turn to rest. Right, okay, and you guys also get roughly online with where everyone else is going to be at the beginning of next turn. Do I want to extend the attack all the way to the left here? Attacking everywhere at once will probably give the best results. Maybe this platoon to stay where it is, and this platoon. We'll worry about that next turn. Okay, the artillery is falling. I may want to cease fire shortly, but not yet. At least a couple more turns of artillery, I think. And you guys get ready to follow up the attack. Alright, and of course these are the engineers, so they in particular are needed to clear away any mines we find that'll prevent the tanks from supporting the infantry as they move into the fort. And which I'll keep those pioneers back for now. Okay. Oh, and I note that Italian gun didn't start shooting at me again in the previous turn as far as I'm aware. Or was I just not paying attention? It has not, in the meantime, knocked out either of my two remaining guns. Okay. We seem to have sufficient overwhelming firepower for the time being. Did I coordinate this right? Yep, that's just about right. My guess of where these guys were going to end up at the start of the next turn was pretty much spot on. So, we will begin the push into the fort. Should get those guys forward. They're not going to be part of the initial wave, but you know, you get plenty of forces following on. They seem to be generating enough firepower to drive the Italians back from the edge. A lot of them are bunching up now on the other side of the fort. So if we can get up to the lip of the fort here, start massing some firepower over here. There. Lovely infantry are moving up. Hopefully not tiring themselves too quickly. I think we're doing okay so far. Okay. Alright, so they're moving up. So let's get you guys moving up as well. Okay, you're the recon assault squads. Okay. Be some intermingling of platoons here as we all kind of converge on the same point. You guys want to advance straight forward. each of you up to the, I don't know if that hedge actually provides any cover, but it's the first approximation of cover that we'll run into. You guys just move a little bit further forward. You lot move forward. Because I want you ready to provide a second wave should one be needed. Even though there isn't quite enough room to cram you all into the first wave. Alright, and you guys are hanging back to deal with mines as they are discovered. Oh, but we'll move you forward a little ways. You don't have as far to go that way. Oh, and everyone is converging fire on this fellow. Let the artillery fire for one more turn. Keep suppressing the enemy until we are up to the lip of the fort, which we should be pretty close to by the end of this next turn. Now, depending on how long it takes to get through the barbed wire, which may be a while. Maybe I could advance tanks forward to try to crush the wire, but does crushing the wire work in CM1? I'll give it a try. I will risk a single Bren carrier to try that out. See if that works, or, you know, if it blows up on a mine, at least I will have only lost a single Bren carrier. Right, I don't need to move these guys forward because they're doing a perfectly good job of finding targets from where they are. Okay, and on to the next turn. Turn 15. The halfway point of the battle. Okay, some of that artillery is landing a little close. They still, like, my infantry still haven't managed to find any Italian anti-tank mines. Okay. Way to the point now where I may want to now extend the attack to this side of the fort as well. Okay, but as expected, kind of getting a little hung up in barbed wire because Yeah, that slows down infantry movement drastically. Our guys are definitely going to be very tired once they get to the other side of the barbed wire. Oh, yes, and... Oh! Goodness.
Okay, Sergeant.
He definitely regrets revealing himself. Oh, and a unit actually destroyed. Okay. Right. Now then. Let's... you to move forward. To about... Oh, come on. About here-ish. That'll take a little bit over a turn. Turn and a half for you. And I'll have this whole company move forward. Where's the company commander and his... There he is. Company commander will be part of it, because he's got 2 submachine guns. Okay. And... you know... what are all these blue icons over here that are showing up? Ah, that's just more barbed wire. Into the second half of the battle. Okay, miraculously, that friend carrier has not blown up. Oh, oh. Yeah, that's not good. Something is shooting. Okay, friend carrier also isn't crushing the wire, so I guess that doesn't work. Okay, these guys are getting shot at by something very heavy. What? What are you? A gun of some kind. The next target for my FO. Which reminds me, I should have him cease fire. Cease fire from his current target. Oh, and of course that thing could pose a threat to any tanks I move up. Now, is that thing just gonna absolutely clear away any infantry that advances into the fort? Do I need to deal with that gun before I can even advance? It feels a little bit late for that. That's collapsing this end of the advance. Okay. And what's the white target line? Is that... Are you engaging that? I know you only have AP rounds. Oh! You have HE rounds left. 11 HE rounds. Do you... Can't see it. You can see some of these buildings, but you can't see that gun position. Oh, I still tried to make a... Oh, yeah, okay, he's out of ammo. So... what to do? Just push in and hope for the best? Do I have any other options? So I've expended all of my artillery. Oh, they're exhausted from the push through the wire. Would be nice if I could raise and lower the camera. Okay. I'll need some time to rest once they're through. Man. 7.9mm, that is a different anti-tank rifle. But man, this came under torrential fire. East. East. Ag. That's not great. Suppose you guys are nearly out of the wire. And let's change those advance orders to move orders. So you're this tired, you're just not even going to be useful. Oh, you know, I wonder. Not the engineers. I seem to recall that they can breach the barbed wire. That might be a good way of going about it for the rest of my forces. Don't. Do much. Well, that's definitely not a terrible idea. Jesus. That... Oh, that's a shorter... That's a much closer gun there. Is shooting at them. These guys gonna blow up that wire. Okay, these guys are recovering. Perhaps enough that I can have them push forward now. Let's B to it. these guys another turn to rest. It's a fair move. Hopefully we can get that wire dealt with. Push in a little harder and faster with these guys. Maybe even push my tanks forward since I don't know where their mines are. Probably stick to relatively like this path I sent the Bren carrier down. Obviously didn't run into any anti-tank mines there. Engineers aren't having much luck getting rid of the wire. So do I just have to push straight through? Just have everyone muscle their way through the wire? Because that resulted in these guys getting absolutely exhausted. Well, in any case... is that gun going to interfere with push over here? I mean, it was able to interfere... Hang on. These hits from the gun or from that... Oh, that guy's trying to surrender. Move rather than advance. Advance all the way up to that wall. Advance up to the wire. Move through it to avoid getting absolutely exhausted, and advance up to the wall. Repeat that all down the line. You guys have a relatively simple move. to that gun's direct front just yet. Will I get away with moving these guns? Maybe. Got less than 10 turns to go now. Or 10 turns to go. Dealt with them pretty quick. Bugger. That gun is now turning. that gun in depth is a problem. I really don't have a solution for. Hmm. Oh, here we go. There's a mine. Who discovered it?
Yes, sir.
What to do about all this? All together. Maybe this. Oh, you. Guns. And you have discovered an anti-tank mine. But I think I know. Where I want you to go. Quite sure why I had written off going around the flank before. Oh, probably because I was concerned about positions in depth over there. Again. to get all the tanks involved that I possibly can. Start getting more fire on that gun. We're almost to that position. Please don't undo all the progress you've made. Oh, are you out of ammunition? Are you out of ammunition? Huh. That's rather less ammunition than I would like. You have plenty of AP, plenty of machine gun ammo. You have plenty of machine gun ammo. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I do want... have the tanks swing around to the flank en masse. No particular reason to stop that movement. Oh, that will just tire you out. That will just tire you out and not accomplish anything. That will just tire you out and not accomplish anything. Probably close enough. Close enough. Get to shooting. Close enough, get to shooting. Can't see anything to shoot at from where you are. You a little bit further forward. I think historically this fort was pretty bitterly fought over, so maybe I'm not doing any worse than historical. I think everyone just... don't worry about moving, just shoot. I'll give you the target order anyway, and see if it lets us do that. Well, I think start moving more tanks and infantry around this flank here. As I note, the barbed wire does not extend beyond here. It doesn't extend all the way around the fort. Okay. There's that dang gun back there. They're still moving. I thought I'd order you to stop moving and just shoot. How are things going for you guys? Pretty poorly. Maybe I should order you guys to pull back. Okay. That's movement of the tanks. Okay, I'm gonna order you guys to try to pull back. Ah! Huge amount, but so I can't give you any orders. You have done enough moving, you have done enough moving. Everyone just shoot. Oh, I don't think sneaking is a very good idea. Pushing forward by sneaking. These tanks are on their way forward. And another mortar team there. not shooting at any of my men, so I guess I won't worry about it. There we go. Bad is the situation over here. Actually, okay, we took another casualty there. Generally seems to have recovered. Withdrawing was definitely the right move. Come under additional fire in the process of withdrawing. Okay. I believe we are fine. Oh, and discovered more anti-tank mines, so we'll want to route my tanks around those. Ah, okay, that driver apparently was smart enough to get the memo. Okay. I may end up taking the fort in Battle 2. There you go. Let's get you a new series of orders and a longer path. I do want the tanks. Oh, there was one too many move orders canceled there. Your platoon. Positions in depth was a valid one, but this is still clearly the less bad option. Flanking is definitely the less bad option here. And actually, not that many enemy positions in depth. everyone here just wants to sneak away, and that's just not going to accomplish very much. But we can have you guys move forward a teensy bit. Is that gun still in action? That might be the gun crew, perhaps, if it was encouraged to abandon its gun by my mortars earlier. Oh, do I have another mortar around here somewhere, right? Every platoon has its mortar. Or have I been leaving the mortars behind? Let's... Two-inch mortar. I have you continue firing. What is your range? What is the range of a 2-inch mortar? And okay, that is really not going to let me. What about you guys? Go. Cancel that. Alright. And this is probably a fair place to stop, because this has been running for a while.